Welcome to Emu Agriculture Farm. My names are Elfa Sarasa. Today you are going to learn on how to get eggs exactly at 16 weeks. Feeding your birds for you to get eggs at exactly 16 weeks. Before we proceed, we have our website. We have shared our link down there. Go to our website, access our masterclass, learn more, and you are ready to go. So today we are going to learn more on how to feed your birds for you to attain eggs exactly at 16 weeks. There are some factors that you have to consider before for you to get your early eggs. So factor number one that you have to consider, it is brooding. When you mess up in brooding, then you'll not get your eggs exactly at 16 weeks. You have to do the proper brooding. And when I say brooding, I'm going to specifically discuss on feeding during brooding period. You have to follow the correct feeding procedure from day one going on. On brooding, you have to introduce starter crumbs. You have to give your birds with starter crumbs, and you have to feed during brooding period. You have to feed your chicks at libitum. You don't have to minimize food for your chicks. You have to supply them with plenty of feed. Another thing is proper watering. You have to supply plenty clean water during brooding period. On watering, there is this supplement. You have to supplement your birds with chick start. Chick start will help your bird to grow fast. There are some nutrients that are not there in your feeds that you'll find them in chick start. So when you introduce chick start, then your birds will be able to get more nutrients that are not there in your feed, and they'll be able to grow very fast. Another thing that you have to do for you to attain early egg, there is no shortcut. You have to follow every procedure step by step. Other people say that when I see crumbs are expensive, let me start with mash. When I say that you go for chick crumbs, when you use crumbs, there is no any need of using liquid paraffin. But when you use mash, you'll have to supply also your birds with liquid paraffin. So you'll find a farm saying that, hey, me, I'm not going to use crumbs. It is expensive. Let me start with mash. Yes, you can go for mash, but I promise you, you'll not get your eggs exactly at 15 weeks. The nutrients, with the crumbs, it is expensive, and it has every nutrient that your chicks should be supplied with. Okay. Another farm might say that my chicks are 3 weeks. Let me introduce grower mash, because grower mash is cheap than chick mash or starter crumbs. Let me introduce growers. My friends, you are heading to the wrong direction. You are messing up with your birds. This is business, and when you start doing shortcuts on your business, you're not going to attain that eggs exactly at 16 weeks. The early you get your eggs, the early that you have to save for a longer time, and you will be able to feed your birds earlier. Not earlier, you will be able to feed your birds with enough and plenty feed. So you have to do what is right for you. Another thing that you have to do is to Another thing is, people might say that I don't have money to buy feeds every day. Let me supply my birds with grass. Another one might say that let me supply my birds with kales. My friend, you are messing up with your birds. Kales, outside there in other farms, you'll find most of the people using herbicide, not insecticides, to spray their kales. You, without knowing that they have sprayed their vegetables, you'll go from your farm, go and buy the kales, come feed your birds. All of a sudden you find your birds dying. Without knowing, you'll kill up your birds, and you'll make a loss. So you have to do what is right, do proper feeding, supply your birds with proper feed. Other people might say that I'm going for local feeds. Find another one, I'm making my own feed. You don't know how to make your feeds. You just go there, crush your maize. Most of the people are doing, let me say that like they are joking with business. So what you have to do, if you are not able to buy your feeds, go to our website, learn more on feeds, because there is a masterclass there that you have to learn on feeds. Learn on feeds before setting up a farm. Learn on feeds, then how to make your feeds. Come back to the field. Implement the knowledge that you have gained from class to the field, then you'll go well. Another thing, from starter crumbs, chick mash, you have to do grower's mash. Grower's mash, you'll introduce your grower's mash exactly at 8 weeks. And there is this thing that you have to consider while introducing grower's mash. You have to mix your feeds, chick mash and grower's mash. You have to do it gradually. Balance the ratio. Start with the ratio 1:1. This ratio and this ratio, 1:1, 1:2, going on. Don't change your feed immediately. Today, let me say, tomorrow is week 8. I'm going to introduce growers. I will just start with doing growers. No, you have to do it gradually for your birds to adapt. Are we together? Another thing that you have to do, follow the right vaccination. Vaccine your birds step by step. Don't gamble with your farming. Don't gamble. This is not betting. You have to do what is right for you to get the better results. Another factor to consider while feeding our birds to attain eggs, early eggs, exactly 16 weeks, is what you have to consider. After grower's mash, after implementing grower's mash, you have to introduce layer's mash. Okay, let's know this. Grower's mash, you have to give your birds grower's mash from week 8 until when your birds will reach 50%. That's when you will have to introduce layer's mash. In layer's mash, we have phase 1 and phase 2. Other companies will supply with premium. They have premium layer mash and layer's mash. So for you to get better results, you can go for the feeds of your choice. Either you do phases, or you go for the premium one, or you just go for layer's mash. It is your choice, but you have to do the right thing, the right feeding program. So another thing that you have to supplement your birds with enough water. You have to supplement your birds with enough water. Make sure that your birds are supplied with enough clean water. When I say enough water, you can, in your drinking water, you can introduce vitamins. Make sure you introduce vitamins twice a month. You might do it from date 1 to date 5 in a month, or it is your choice. But what you have to do is to introduce vitamins. Supply your birds with vitamins. Another thing is, make sure in your flock house you have enough drinkers and enough feeders to avoid feed competition and water competition. When you supply your birds with plenty water, an egg is 90% water. Your egg is 90% water. So when you give your birds enough water, then you are guaranteed to get big size of a big egg, 96% production, and you'll be okay. Another thing is on feeders. Make sure you supply your birds with enough feeders. Make sure you have enough feeders in your flock house. Another thing is, during laying period, what you have to do when introducing layer smash, make sure you have enough. Make sure your feed has enough calcium, rich in calcium for strong eggshells. Okay, nice. Another thing is, I had forget to tell you this. You have to go for the right breed. Choose the right breed. Choose the right breed. You had to go for the right breed for you to get early eggs. You cannot go for improved kienyeji and expect to get early eggs. Go for the right breeds that will be able to give you early eggs. Another thing that you have to consider, avoid excess using of antibiotics. Make sure you minimize the use of antibiotics in your farm. Follow the right vaccination program, avoid using antibiotics, and you'll be on a safer side. For you to avoid the use of antibiotics, you have to make sure that your flock house is free of diseases. For you to avoid diseases in your flock house, what you have to do is to maintain hygiene, proper hygiene. Wash your drinkers. Make sure clean your feeders before feeding your birds. Do the cleaning on daily basis. Don't say that I cleaned my feeders yesterday. Today I'm not going to clean my feeders. No, you have to do it on daily basis. Okay, another thing on watering, I prefer you go for manual drinking system. With manual drinking system, you can be able to clean your drinker every day. For example, here is my drinker. You can see it. With this drinker, I can be able to do cleanness on daily basis. I can open my drinker, clean my drinker, place water, close my drinker, water my birds. Another thing that you have to do for you to avoid contamination is biosecurity. Make sure at your door there, you have placed your food bath there with disinfectant. Disinfect your bird, disinfect at the door before entering the flock house. Finally, you have to go, before starting poultry farming, make sure you have knowledge on poultry farming, know the right feeding, readily from brooding to brooding, chick mash, starter clamps, chick mash, growers, layers, and you'll do well in the business.